TigerFitness.com. From Michael, I'm a 20-year-old father, 23-year-old father who loves to work out! Exclamation point. Upward inflection. Seinfeld. I recently became serious about the lifestyle and have started my research. I know a good start for bodybuilding is basically shut up and lift. I keep this mentality in my heavy compound movement and my forced reps. I want to know what I should do about macros and dieting. I want to lean out without starving my body. The smallest I've ever been is 236 and I still felt flabby and soft. Since my recent interest in bodybuilding, I am now 254 pounds at 5'11" with a moderately active lifestyle. I suspect I am part mesomorph and part endomorph. I gain strength and mass easily, but also will gain fat gradually. Any suggestions? If you're dieting, I do recommend looking at my book. I know I'll get messages, comments below like, "Oh, you're just mentioning your book. It's my fucking book. You know how long it took to write that shit? Write that shit. You know how long it took me to write that? It's everything I believe in dieting. It really is, for the most part, generalized. Now, for a more personalized thing, you hire someone like me, if I was still doing it, which I'm not, Jason Theobald, Lane Norton, they'll personalize that shit. But my book, I believe, is as good as it comes to losing fat. It's not gimmicky. It's not starving yourself, intermittent fasting. It's not carb backloading, which, again, those things work. It's not my cup of tea. I'm more of a dude who likes to eat. I'm a bro. Okay? Shit that's worked for years still works for me now. I've tried the other things. I haven't tried intermittent fasting, but I have tried targeted ketogenic diets, all that good stuff. High carb, low carb. What I found works for me is what I do, and I also found science to back it, and I found it works well with other people because, you know, I train people and stuff, and I got to try it in a lot of people. So, I do believe my diet will help you. Now, one thing you need to look at, here's an easy way to start, Michael. Get at least 1 gram to 1.5 grams per pound of body weight in protein. From there, add in essential fats. For most people, it's usually between 40 and 90 grams of essential fats per day. Coming from peanut butter, whatever, just make sure you get some fish oil in there. I like to see 1 gram total EPA and DHA a day. 1 gram, that's it. Nothing big. If you get 2 grams, even better, but 1 gram's good. Next would be to set your carbs. What you want to do is set your carbs at where you can gain and lose weight. Basically, here's the thing. Carbs and fats and proteins are set. Use carbs to fill in the rest of your energy requirements. Fill that mostly with micronutrient-dense foods like yams, potatoes, oatmeal, and then if you have some left over and you just feel like it, hell, throw in some pretzels or some Danishes or whatever. I'm not going to say Pop-Tarts because that's always the go-to. After that, I think you'll be good to go. The key is to find out where your baseline. Now, if you're staying at 254, what I would do to see what your basal metabolic rate is track your calories. Write down everything you put in your mouth, except for your wife's boobie. Well, you can write that down and take pictures and send them to mlobliner@gmail.com, please. And then go ahead, write that down, and if you've maintained your weight with that calorie, average amount from that week of doing it, that's your set base metabolic rate. That's the best thing I have. There's no ratios I've found to work. They're so far off for me, it's messed up, and people have different metabolisms. So, that's what I will recommend, and I recommend you read my book. If you have any further questions, Marc at TigerFitness.com, and if you have any nude photos of your wife, girlfriend, or anybody else attractive who is female, send it to Marc at TigerFitness.com as well. Peace out!